What's good? Day 21. Day 21, and March is on us. I've decided I might actually just keep my mask off because I wear it because I'm really bad at facial expressions. I need to look at the camera and not at me. I'm really bad with facial expressions, and talking to people can be hard because of that. And I don't know how I look, and I don't know how they're interpreting it, so I just kind of take away that stress altogether. But of course, I'm on camera, so that makes it a lot easier to just, like, I'm talking to no one, so I don't have to worry about that, and I can just do whatever the fuck my face wants to do. Okay, so I haven't been doing the work I've been supposed to do for my art classes, but I got 2 of the pieces finished, 3 more to go. And this episode, like, I know the last episode got uploaded late because I actually started uploading at 8, and I think I've absolutely destroyed the Wi-Fi in my time in quarantine, with all of my uploads and constant YouTubing and podcasting, because we don't have very good Wi-Fi. And so it actually took, doing mental math, about 6 hours to upload, and that's like ridiculous. And the connection was completely wrecked for that entire night, so I just couldn't really do anything, so it was a nightmare. So I'm just gonna start uploading after I shut down for the night, and sorry, my parents are talking. So if it uploads a day late, just know that I filmed it beforehand. I'm not trying to skimp out on the challenge. So, and come Monday, I'm gonna be with my sister in the city. So, environment change, and also faster internet, so I can get things up in a timely manner. Anyway, so I got the first of my 2 pieces done. I want to film up high. Get my face looking okay. I got the first of my 2 pieces done. And I want to show them and kind of explain them a little bit, because they're self-portraits of myself. I don't know why my brain felt the need to add that on. They're self-portraits, and they're supposed to represent my mental struggles, I guess. I have a lot of mental issues, and a lot of it is related to past events. A good amount of it, though, is just genetics. It runs in my family. Actually, it runs in both sides of my family, and I got the worst of both ends. My sister wasn't quite so unlucky. So I want to say a content warning for both of them. Probably all of them, but these 2, the first one has gore, so if you don't want to see that, don't look or skip ahead. I don't know how much, I'm afraid. And the second one has red color pencil, which is meant to represent blood, so that's nothing, but, if, that kind of thing makes you uncomfortable, just absolutely, skip ahead to whenever the hell, or don't watch. I don't want anyone to be upset. And I'm not saying that my images are photorealistic or anything, but, that imagery can upset people, and I understand that. So I'll put it... How does the camera work? I'll put it here-ish. The first one. And it's the only one with real abundant gore, and it's supposed to represent whenever I get that feeling of being so angry, whenever I get in down moods, like this, like, I'm bipolar, so I get manic and I get depressed, and this is like a combination of both. I just get so depressed to the point where I get fucking furious at the fact that I'm alive, and the fact that I hate myself so much, and the fact that, all the other shit, and it's a really, really, really intense emotion. And the only way I can visually describe it is by wanting to tear my chest open and, just let everything inside fall out. And I showed it to my QPP, who said, You don't have a spine. Is that meant to represent you being spineless? You don't have a heart. Is that meant to represent your heart being taken away? And I was just like, it's actually meant to represent the fact that I didn't want to draw those things. But I'm going to pretend that that was intentional and say the things that you said to my professor. Because I actually did try to draw bones, but I immediately gave up. I nearly died. Bones are hard. So yeah, that's the first one. The second one, have here, is meant to represent a few things. I'm looking at it now so that I can keep them all in check. It's just right in front of me. It's supposed to represent social anxiety, and the spikes are people, if you didn't know. Social anxiety, you know, whenever I'm around really any amount of people that, you know, aren't people. Sorry! Oh my god, again! One day, like, if I turn it off now, then the video will end. I'm so sorry. If I'm surrounded, even around just, like, one person, that's aren't, like, the 3 people in my family. Oh, I guess 4. 4 people in my family that I'm not just, you know, have been around with since I was a baby. I feel like this, and even if I'm just, like, walking on the quad and there's, like, one person walking the opposite direction, I'm just like, well, I'm gonna run into the woods and never come back. I can't deal with this situation. It's really kind of debilitating, and I deal with it. I do, like, but sometimes it's a lot worse than other times. It's also, I got spit all up in my mouth. It's also meant to represent my fear of being seen. That's another reason why I wear my mask. I don't like being acknowledged. I just kind of want to blip. I don't want to be anything to anyone. I don't want to, because I know if I know through this month, in the beginning, I thought that I was invisible to everyone. No one ever thought about me when I wasn't there, and most of the time didn't think about me when I was there. But through the confidence building, I realized that that's not the case. People do think about me and do acknowledge me to at least some extent, but I still don't want to be, because whenever I'm so sorry. Because whenever I do get acknowledged, it's just a lot of bad shit happens, and I don't like it. And it's also meant to be, like, I originally had, I also, because of a lot of reasons, one of them being that I'm autistic, I hate being touched. And even right now, whenever, sorry, my hand's shaking, let me fix that, because I'm trying to get a good angle on myself. Even whenever I'm so, like, especially recently, I haven't touched any human being who isn't my mother in years, or my stepdad on some occasions, or my dad. Not my sister, though. She's worse than I am. I realized how touch-starved I really was when it was embarrassing. I guess I can tell this story. I'm uploading this after I go to sleep, so I don't have to worry about upload time. And again, I'm so sorry that these get uploaded a day after, whenever they're supposed to be uploaded. That will not be the case soon. Excuse me. I was in science, biology, and we were doing an experiment. I haven't been burping all goddamn day. Why only when I'm on camera? We were doing a biology experiment, and I really like the members at my table. Everyone in that class is actually really chill. I like them a lot. Something with a goldfish. I love that goldfish. We named him Junior. Anyway, I was just sitting there, and the guy who sits across from me was in between me and the girl. I can't remember any of their names. I feel bad. Oh, Reese is the guy. Can't remember the girl. I think Kimberly? What the fuck is her name? I feel bad. I'm so sorry. Uh, anyway, I get so derailed so easily. So he was in between the two of us, and he was leaning over to, organize the shit, and he was really, really close. And so his arm was just kind of brushing against mine, and I was kind of like underneath him, and I almost felt like crying, and I felt like the inert? Fuck, I don't know words. Urge to just hug him. And I've known him for like 2 weeks, so I, of course, did not do that. But it was such a strong sensation I don't know if I've ever felt before. And it made me realize just like, I don't really have that much human contact whatsoever. Because I don't like it. But at the same time, you have to be a very certain kind of person to dislike all human contact. And that's clearly not me. But, having human contact means that you have to have social contact and, have people like you and like them, and that process, and grow closer through interaction. So that process does not come easily to me. So that's another thing that the image shows, my aversion to being touched. And it's also, I originally had the idea that the spikes would have little bits of blood dripping off the end, but I decided against that, and I put all the tiny bits of blood on myself, not because the spikes stabbed me, as you can see they're pristine, but because I did that to myself, and like, it's supposed to represent that I'm scared of my own insecurities and flaws, and the spikes making them worse, but the spikes are completely indifferent. They didn't do anything to me, and they won't do anything to me. My fear is only my own, and which is a better way of looking at things. Like, the problem is within you, and that's something you have to fix. No one's going to hurt you just because of your own vision of yourself. And maybe that's a little naive, but I think it's a healthier mindset than what I've had recently. And don't burp again. So those are the 2 works. The other 3, once I finish, I'll show them. Hopefully I'll finish them tomorrow, because that's when they're due. I really have not been working recently. Anyway, so this video's gone on way too long, and the next one will probably be longer. So I hope this gets uploaded at least before midnight of tomorrow. Our Wi-Fi fucking sucks, dog. Okay, anyway. You see the pals back there? My bestest friends. They protect me when I sleep. You see them? I adore them. I have FNAF poster on every single wall. That one. And I'm trying to see what I'm doing. And Bonnie. And my absolute favorite. Please show it. Oh, there we go. Funtime Foxy. I really don't know how camera perception works. It messes with my very monodirectional mind. Okay, I've been rambling way too long. I've started really enjoying making these videos. I hope everyone's having a good day. Clean your hands. Stay safe. I love you. Memento Mori. Unus Annus.